Hello everyone and welcome to my channel, Siriana Tarot. This is going to be an energy check-in love reading for my dearest Aries. Aries, take what resonates and leave the rest. All right, let's see what clear messages, advice, and guidance come through for you, for your highest and greatest good. You'll also notice I'm in a bit of a different setup and you might hear some dogs barking and some weird noises. I've come to see my best friend for my birthday, so for the next couple of days I'll be in this new different setup, but by the weekend I should be back to normal. All right, so with the Ten of Swords in reverse, this is your energy, Aries. Your person is showing up as the Five of Swords in reverse, so both of you may feel like this is a healing connection or you do want to heal things. Yeah, they're seeing the Ace of Swords. They're viewing you, this new beginning. What you're not seeing is the King of Swords in reverse. Okay, so there's something here they haven't been telling you. And we see the Lovers in reverse, Gemini energy, and the Nine of Wands. Okay, so don't worry, there are a lot of reversals, but on this channel we definitely read reversals. The Nine of Wands in reverse tells me that some of my Aries, I think you're feeling quite exhausted by what's going on here within this connection or what's happened. It does look like you've been actively coming into alignment, healing, and gaining clarity about this situation, and I think just about your life in general. You know, what you really want, what you really need, particularly in relationships. Now, this could be an ex with the King of Swords in reverse, or there could be an ex that's in the mix that you weren't quite aware of. Okay, so we see the Six of Swords. So I do feel like, Aries, you've been actively trying to move on, trying to heal, finding peace, coming into alignment, starting something new. All right, and you're viewing this person at the soul level as the Four of Wands. So you're seeing this person as a twin flame, a soulmate, someone who I think you would really like a relationship here with this person. But I also think you're realizing that you needed some sort of reset. You needed to get back to center, or maybe you felt like your energy was really scattered. So it's like you're definitely coming into alignment. You have clarity. You know what you want. I think you've either spoken your truth or you're ready to speak your truth so that you can move on from this. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean away from this person. Now, for some of you, that could be the case, but move on from what's happened here between the two of you. Okay, you may be seeing 11-11 here, but you're viewing the connection here as the Five of Pentacles, which is interesting. Because you realize here, Aries, that something is missing. That I don't know if you felt alone within this connection, or there was something disappointing, or that, you know, this person wasn't pulling their weight in this connection. But look at that. They're coming through as the Ten of Swords in reverse. So you both are matching each other's energy, coming into alignment, wanting to heal, removing obstacles, removing negative attachments. I feel there's a lot that's left unsaid. Now, I don't know if that's because you need closure, they need closure, or you want to give this another shot. You don't want this to end up as a painful ending. And you want to be able to move on from this, right? Whether it's a fight or an argument, it's uncertainty, or is it a breakup? You do see this as a very strong soul connection, though, with that Four of Wands. You may feel like this is somebody who can bring you stability, all right? But you're also recognizing that there's something missing in this relationship. Okay, so we have Believe in Miracles. All right, I do love this card because it does indicate, Aries, that there are blessings coming your way. So you have to take risks. Miracles will only happen if you allow the unexpected to happen. Okay, so that's about living your life outside the box, you know, building bridges, not walls, and allowing your higher good here. Yeah, look at that. As I said that, look what came out. Allow your higher good. So don't be upset because things didn't work out the way your ego planned. Have faith that what is in your highest good will come. All right, and celebrate. So there is something here to celebrate. There is a silver lining whether it's learning lessons, whether it's, healing and moving forward with this person or towards somebody new. But Spirit's asking you to stop finding holes in your success or a reason to undermine it. You deserve to celebrate yourself and your accomplishments. Okay? And also Spirit's saying, don't force any solutions here. Not right now. Not everything can be fixed. And such times you have to let it die and let there be a new beginning. Okay? And I do feel like that's really the energy here that my Aries are embodying. The Ten of Swords in reverse. Now remember, your person is also matching that energy. Okay? So with the Five of Swords in reverse, I do feel like your person absolutely, Aries, wants to heal this connection. They may have been detached in order to do that. I feel like they're in the Four of Swords. So they're really, they're not really taking action. They're doing analysis. They're doing their own healing. They're trying to get right. All right, and we have the Ace of Cups in reverse. So they are worried, Aries, that they've missed an opportunity with you. I'm also seeing that they recognize that there's something missing. There's something missing without you. But they're recognizing that there's been disappointment, that this has been, what they hoped and what they were dreaming for here within this connection didn't happen. It didn't happen the way they wanted to. They may even be kicking themselves a little bit here. Yeah, the Nine of Swords tells me that they've gone through some sort of, or they are going through some sort of awakening, that they're losing sleep over this connection, that they're stressed. They're stressed about this possibly ending in a missed opportunity. And the Three of Wands, and they're worried about the distance between you, whether it's spatial or it's emotional. They feel like this connection is currently blocked. You might have them blocked. They might feel this connection is blocked. They might not be seeing a way forward. Okay, so I do get like a little bit of a desperate energy from them, or feeling a little bit desperate at this moment. They're viewing you as the Ace of Swords, which certainly can indicate that they feel maybe you've started something new elsewhere, whether you have or you haven't. But I do kind of feel with this Ace of Swords energy here, Aries, that they feel like you've turned your back on this connection. You have clarity and you're ready to start something new somewhere else. The Queen of Swords. So again, we have the King and the Queen of Swords, but the King of Swords in reverse is coming out in reverse. So they feel like you're in alignment, like you're seeing clearly, like you're speaking your truth, like you know what you want. Maybe even you're opening your heart chakra to someone else. And it's like, meanwhile, they're still turned upside down and stuck on you and stuck on what's happened. The Eight of Swords, all right? I kind of feel this is more of a projection than anything. That even though they know that you've most likely been stressing and going round and round about things, but you've been able to come out of this, is what I'm getting with the Queen of Swords. Stronger, wiser. But I still think this person can't get over you, feels addicted to you. They might be worried that you're only seeing the things that aren't working and can't work in this connection versus seeing like what can work. And they're viewing you as the Fool in reverse, Aries energy. So they may be feeling like they've turned your world upside down, or your world has been turned upside down. Again, I feel they may be projecting onto you, Aries, that they're feeling foolish. But it more so, I get this person thinks that, you feel this might be a karmic situation and that there's no way you're going to take a risk or take a leap of faith towards them. And with the Wheel of Fortune in reverse, it's like they're not quite ready to come towards you. They might feel like they don't have enough to offer you. And for some of you, there's a karmic third party here in the mix, and it kind of feels like it's on their end. Now, some of my Aries, you may be starting something new elsewhere. All right. But I also think that they're feeling foolish because they may have allowed somebody to get in the way of this connection. Of course, you're going to know if that's true or not already. So let's see what else we need to know about this person or this connection. Okay, so we see Child Eternal. Now, this is beautiful because it's coming out in the upright. Determination to remain young in body, mind, and spirit. And ability to see things with fresh eyes. Okay, so they definitely see a fresh start here. But I'm also getting with this child eternal energy that some of you, you might feel like they have Peter Pan syndrome, where it's like somebody who's not quite ready to grow up. All right. They're also showing up as the trickster. So transcending convention, stuffiness, and predictable behavior. So there is a lot to like about this person, Aries. All right. And I don't think that they're necessarily manipulative, even if you feel they have been in the past. I do think that they're trying to make this happen. They're trying to figure out a way to manifest you. Okay, let's see how they're viewing you. Hero and the heroine. So escapism and a false sense of heroism. So this person may feel like you're running from them. They may also feel like you've escaped a karmic situation. You may have even told them something along those lines. But this card in particular, we have two people who are coming from different places and they want the same things. They're going to the same place. But this person may feel like you two are no longer on the same path, or they're worried that you no longer want them, or you no longer want the same things as them. And we see the dilettante. So pretension to much deeper knowledge than you actually possess. Now, I don't think that's the case. I don't think they necessarily see you as pretentious, although, of course, this person, if they are spiraling, they could be trying to find ways to convince themselves not to like you as much. But I see that this person might fear that maybe you only see this superficially. You see this as something that is passionate but not enduring. They may also feel like, for some reason I'm getting with that dilettante energy, like they're worried that you're dealing with other people, or like you don't see them necessarily as the one. Now with the King of Swords in reverse here in the hidden position, I do think that this person, there's a lot that they haven't told you, that they have a blocked throat chakra. They're not always saying what they mean and meaning what they say. It can also be there may have been like an ex or somebody who's lower vibrational around them that was interfering in this connection. And we see the Strength card, Leo energy. So this person is building up strength and courage to talk, even if they've been silent. Yeah, but the Page of Cups in reverse tells me they don't really know what to say. I'm also getting that they don't know what to say so that it sounds genuine. So I can see that they're really overthinking things. So they're holding back, trying to figure out what to say so that it comes across as real, authentic. But I do feel like maybe their ego is holding them back still to make an apology, to be accountable. And the Star card in reverse, yeah. I get this person is just going through, like they're in a bit of an overanalysis paralysis because they're not sure about the future of this connection. And in fact, whatever's going on between the two of you, Aries, has actually been a tower moment where I think they're being forced to look within. Take a look at what habits and things need to shift for them in order to have a healthy relationship, or to be, to show up for you in the way that you really need them to. Okay, but I still kind of feel we get this Lover's energy in reverse here, Aries. I still kind of feel like there's some sort of third-party interference that it feels like you may be aware of it, but it's in the hidden position, that King of Swords. And the Lovers in reverse Gemini energy may indicate that this is a connection where you're not meant to be in union, at least yet, or right now. But the Lovers in reverse is also, it's the shadow attributes of Gemini energy, which can be like having a lot of tabs open in the background that don't allow you to completely focus. Now, of course, that could be for you, but it could be for your person. All right. So that's like not allowing you to finish what you've started here, or, there's unfinished business between the two of you. There's clarity coming in with this Leo energy, clarity and happiness, an offer that's solid, that's well thought out. And the Two of Cups energy in reverse, a decision to start something new. Now, some of my Aries, like you may get a well thought out offer and clarity from this person, but it may not necessarily lead to reconciliation. It may give you the clarity that you need to move forward with somebody else or in a different direction. For others of you, you're going to really take your time thinking about this before you jump into any sort of commitment here. But their energy, the Three of Swords, you have somebody who's heartbroken. And I do feel like this is somebody here, Aries, who's ready to get to the heart of the matter. All right, let's see what else we need to know. Okay, they can't stop thinking about you. Yeah, you're the one for them. And I think that's what they're really agonizing over here is like right now it feels like you're the one that got away, Aries. Yeah, they're listening to gossip. Whether you've moved on with somebody else or not, I definitely feel like they're listening to gossip about this, about you, and drama. But I want you to be careful because, you know, with gossip and drama coming through, it feels a little bit like there's this low vibrational energy, you know, and it's almost like they're open to that. So you do need to check in and see if this person is emotionally mature enough for you. Sorry, that's not the deck I want to pull from. All right, so what else do we need to know about this person? Fleeting romance. So they may be worried that that's what this is. They're seeing that you two are really comfortable together, but this person has been irresponsible. Okay, and they may have dark hair and eyes, okay, which is going to be confirmation for a select few of my Aries. What else do we need to know here, please, Spirit? What else do we need to know here that we might not be seeing? Love call. So you are going to be getting communication. You're going to be getting clarity, something that is, believe it or not, well thought out, thinking of you and letting you know. This may make you really happy. I mean, we do see that with the Sun card. Okay, or they may be telling you that, you know, you are their happiness. They want this happiness with you. But we see the Snake. And so this is a kind of a thread throughout this reading, that there may be competition. This person, you know, may have treated you like an option. Now, this competition could be a romantic rival, and I was getting like that ex in particular. It could also be that you have your eyes on somebody else or you've moved on with somebody else. But this third-party energy is definitely showing up here, and it's something that you definitely need to look at. But of course, it could be somebody that was just trying to drive a wedge between the two of you, or someone this person allowed to come in between the two of you. And it's something they need to own up to if that's the case. All right, final messages, advice and guidance for my Aries. So Spirit saying, try something you've never done before. There's definitely passion and attraction here, but this is about being open to new ways of doing things, maybe even to new connections. An addiction is affecting this relationship. So we definitely got, you know, that I can't stop thinking about you, the Nine of Swords, the Eight of Swords around you, around this connection. But it can also be bad habits, and I definitely feel like this person is low-key obsessed with you. And they have a lot of remorse for the way they treated you. But the big question here, Aries, is, are they really available? Can they give you all you deserve? Yeah, and they're definitely obsessed right now. All right, so someone in this connection is gripped by obsessive thoughts, and it's definitely them, and they fear that you've moved on. And they're heartbroken. But I think the hard work comes now with the communication that you're going to get from them. Is what they're offering you, is it good enough? Is it in alignment with you? All right, so Aries, I'm going to leave it here. I'm sending you love and light. Take care.